If you guys are looking for the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market, make sure to head over to utnice.com and use code CHIEF for 6% off at checkout. Now let's go ahead and jump right into this video. What's up guys, it's Fifa Chief here, and today we've got some more insane trading methods that could help you guys make a ton of coins on FIFA 22. So guys, today marquee matchups came out, so we got a couple filters that are going to be based off of the teams that are required in marquee matchups. And if we take a look, the first big one is Leicester versus Manchester City, and you need both a Leicester player and a Man City player in here. So if we look at the price of Leicester players right now, these are sitting at about 14 or 1500, it looks like, over 1500. It's hard to locate the exact price as they're still moving upward. It looks like they're over 2K. Wow, these are expensive right now. So yeah, these are going over 2.5K. So you can sit here and try to pick these up. At some point, you just got to pick a price to try and snipe at. Now, sniping is going to be very difficult, is what I always mention to people. So what I do with methods like this when marquee matchups first comes out is I always go to bidding, because you're able to get some pretty good deals on bid because it is just so hectic. So if you just come in, because there's so many cards expiring that we're basically just not going to get bid on at all, and now have super low bids, and tons of people are in bid battles. So you want to figure out what the exact prices they're selling at, and then figure out what your max price is that you're going to buy at. So if I take a look, are these Leicester players like, so they're under 3K for sure. So I'm probably going to try to sell for like 2.5K. I'd be interested to see what people are actually bidding on these. It looks like I could possibly, I'd like to try to pick these up for like 2K or less if possible, but it looks like people are just bidding ridiculous prices right now. So this is when I would just move to another filter, but definitely worth a look here. And if you are able to pick these cards up sniping, definitely pick them up, because they pop up all over the place. They're just so difficult to actually pick up because there's so many people and bots on this filter that it seems like it's almost impossible to grab them. If we take a look, they're still selling like 2,700. So the next one is going to be Manchester City here. Again, same thing. Check the price here. I'm not sure exactly. These are much cheaper, it looks like. This is going to be an easier one to deal with. So these are going for about 1,200 a piece. It looks like maybe 1,100. Let's take a look. Yeah, 1,100 a piece is going to be a pretty conservative price. So if we go in and try to bid on these for like 900 a piece, I think that'd be very fair. So just go in, start mass bidding on these cards and trying to pick them up. And it's probably not going to be too hard to pick up these Man City cards, is what you'll find. Lazy buyers on those quick. Just bought that for 1,700. But yeah, typically not going to be hard to pick up these cards that are a little bit on the cheaper end. A lot of people are going to be focused on that Leicester filter because because they go for more, there's potential to make more profit on those cards. But I honestly think you'll be best sticking with this City filter, because you'll be picking those cards up more consistently than you would with the Leicester filter. Much easier, much more efficient here. And always stay up to date on the prices when an SBC first comes out, because you'll see a big spike right at the beginning when this SBC gets released, and then you'll start to see a big decrease in prices over the next couple hours. So make sure to keep an eye on that. But into our next filters, we are going to move over to the Portuguese league here. And the first club we're going to be looking at is FC Porto. Now, these are going to be even easier than the Prem filters, because lots of people don't really look into the other things other than like the big squad in marquee matchups. And you can see these Sporting player or Porto players have gone up to like 1,200 coins, it looks like. Now let's look at like 1,400. So there's a ton at 1,400. And again, I like to be a little more conservative when it comes to selling these, because they do drop quickly. So I'm going to say these are selling for like 1,000 right now. So I'd like to pick these up for like 800 or 850 or less if possible, obviously. So we get these Manafas here. Corona, I wouldn't mind 850. So people are bidding on those. And a lot of times you may just need to like mass bid the price you're trying to pick these cards up at. So it looks like someone is just going through and bidding on all the Coronas individually, which is why we're not picking him up. But you might need to go flick ahead a couple pages, get your bids in, and hope no one else outbids you here. Again, I don't even bother with sniping on marquee matchups filters, because it seems like it's next to impossible. Let's see. No Corona there. We'll try a couple to see if we can pick one up here. But again, it is like it's impossible, so I don't even bother with it. So yeah, this Porto filter, I'd be interested to see how many of those cards we actually end up winning there. So let's go take a look and then we'll move on to the next filter here. So wow, I got outbid on those City players, but we are winning a couple of the Porto players here, which we know sell about 1,000. I'm gonna list these 1,100 because it's pretty early, and I think they will still sell for 1,100 here. So that'll be 300 coins a card, 900 coins, just like that. It's just with these filters, you need to stay up to date with the prices because they could be rising or falling. If they're falling, you might be buying it too high of a price and not making coins. If they're rising, you're just gonna be wasting your time bidding at prices that are kind of unrealistic that you're not gonna pick those cards up at. So make sure you're staying up to date on those. Next up, we're gonna be looking at Benfica here. Very, very similar. Let's take a look at the prices. Bit cheaper than Porto here. If we take a look, yeah, these are much cheaper than Porto. So this might be even easier to pick these cards up. So these are selling 900 a piece for sure here. So like to pick these up for 750 or less, which shouldn't be too difficult. And then a lot of these cards you got to keep in mind are going to go for different prices as well. Like the goalkeeper is only going to go for those 900 coins. But if we go look at like Benfica defenders and take a look at their prices, I'd be interested to see what they're at. So yeah, none for 1,100. So the Benfica defenders you can actually sell for 1,100 there. So you can actually, I think that would be an easier filter because when you specify more, it becomes easier to bid on the cards. So if I went Benfica defenders here, pick them up for 900 or less, sell them for 1,100, it's probably going to be easier to pick these dudes up than it was with just all the Benfica players. Because what happens is, oh, I didn't mean to bid on that card. What happens is basically people will just do the Benfica filter, and let's say you bid like 850 on a Vertonghen like I just did, they'd be like, oh, well, Benfica players go for 900. There's no reason for me to bid on that card again. When in reality, since he's a defender, he goes for more coins, as you can see here. Ooh, Grimaldo for 1,000. Oh, that was a deal. I wonder how much he's going for here. That's interesting because he should be pretty expensive. He's about 1,800. It would have been nice profit, but it is what it is. Didn't miss out on anything too big there. But yeah, just a quick summary. It's going to be Leicester players. It's going to be Manchester City players here. And then you're going to jump over to the Portuguese league here, Liga Portugal. And it's going to be FC Porto. And it's going to be SL Benfica here, just because again these are all the marquee matchup squads, and this is much easier to do these filters once the prices settle. I'm recording this literally 20 minutes after the SBC has been released. In about an hour and a half, when the prices settle a little bit, it'll be much easier to do filters like this. But again, you just check the marquee matchups requirements, see what's going to go up, and start getting on those players. But guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next video.